A few years ago, AI regrew my goat's missing legs in a photo in Photoshop. That's the moment AI stopped being hype and got real for me. I'm Don, founder of Wise and Wired Studio. I'm retired from tech now, and I want to share what I've learned with fellow baby boomers so AI can work for you the way it's working for me. In this video, I'll walk you through what AI is, and just as important, what it isn't. Let's start by clearing out some of the noise, because there's a lot of it. AI is not a robot that's going to take over the world. That is a movie plot, not a technology description. The AI tools we are going to use are software, incredibly powerful software, but software. They do not have intentions, they do not have desires, they are not plotting anything. AI is not something only young or highly technical people can use. Younger people may have grown up with smartphones, but that does not mean they know how to get useful results from AI. That is a skill anyone can learn. AI is not a replacement for your judgment or experience. This is important. AI has processed an enormous amount of information, but has not lived a life. It has not raised children, managed a career, navigated a health scare, or learned from decades of real decisions. Your judgment and experience are things AI cannot replicate. The best results come from when you combine what AI knows with what you know. And AI does not require any technical background at all. You talk to it in plain English. That is the only interface. So what is AI? The best way I've found to describe it is AI is a very smart but very junior assistant. It has access to an enormous amount of information and can help you find answers to questions, write documents, plan trips, understand complex topics, and so much more, all using plain, everyday conversation. You type, it responds. It's as simple as sending a text message. You can also think of it as a smarter search engine. When you search online, you get a list of links, and you must dig through them yourself. AI reads and synthesizes that information for you and gives you a direct answer. But the more time you spend with it, the more you'll realize AI is something truly different from any tool you've ever used before. Why is it important to understand what AI is? Well, here's an analogy. You do not need to understand everything happening inside your car's engine to be a good driver, but you do need to know how the controls work. You need to know when to check the oil, when something sounds wrong, and what the dashboard lights mean. AI is the same. You do not need to understand the technology deeply, but knowing a few fundamentals will make you a much more confident and effective user. The term machine learning was coined in 1959. You've been using AI for years without knowing it. Your GPS does not just look up a map. It uses machine learning to predict traffic, learn from millions of routes, and get you there faster. Every time you ask Siri or Alexa something, machine learning is doing the work. The spam filter that keeps junk out of your inbox is machine learning. When Netflix or Spotify make a recommendation, that is machine learning. When your credit card company blocks a suspicious transaction before you even notice it, that's machine learning too. This is not new technology invading your life from outside. It's been woven into your daily routine for a long time. You've already been trusting it. So what changed? What is different about the AI in the news today? Well, in June of 2017, a team of researchers at Google published a paper with a memorable title, "Attention is All You Need." It introduced something called the transformer architecture, the foundational technology that powers ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and all the other modern AI tools you've been hearing about. These are what is known as large language models. The key difference between the machine learning you have been using for decades and today's generative AI comes down to that one word, generative. The new tools can create, not just recognize. Earlier AI could tell you what was in a photo. Today's AI can generate a photo that never existed. Earlier AI could recommend a recipe. Today's AI can write a completely new one tailored to exactly what you have in your refrigerator. Earlier AI could transcribe your voice. Today's AI can hold a real conversation with you. That is what is new. And that's what this video is all about. Each of the main AI tools was built by a different company, trained on different data, and designed with somewhat different goals in mind. Think of it like consulting different experts. If you asked your doctor, your lawyer, and your financial advisor the same question, you would get different answers. Not because one of them is wrong, but because they each bring different training, different priorities, and a different perspective. These AI tools work the same way. ChatGPT, for a company called OpenAI, was the tool that introduced most of the world to generative AI when it launched publicly in late 2022. Within 2 months, it had over 100 million users, the fastest adoption of any technology product in history. It is the household name. Think of it as the versatile all-rounder, a strong free tier, the widest range of add-ons, and the large user community, which means the most tutorial and help available online. Claude, from a company called Anthropic, arrived in 2023. Claude is the AI I use most often. It is particularly strong at writing nuanced conversations and work through complex questions carefully. One thing I appreciate about Claude is that it will tell you when it is not sure about something, rather than confidently making something up. Gemini is Google's AI. Its biggest advantage is how tightly it integrates with tools you may already use every day: Gmail, Google Photos, Google Search, Google Docs. If you are already living in the Google ecosystem, Gemini may feel like the most natural fit. All three have free versions, and you can use any of them. My suggestion: start with ChatGPT, get comfortable with the basics, and then try the same question in Claude or Gemini and see how the answer differs. That comparison is one of the fastest ways to develop good judgment about how to use these tools. Let's ask Claude a simple question to see how it works. This is Claude.ai in a browser. Let's type a simple question in the text box. I'm 68 years old and retired. What are 3 things I can do with AI that might be useful for someone my age? And here's his suggestions: a patient on-demand explainer, staying sharp and connected, practical day-to-day help. Notice how it's written: plain English, no jargon, a real answer to a real question. Now, you can ask a follow-up. If it mentions something that interests you, ask it to tell you more about that one thing, or ask it to give you a different example. You are in a conversation now. Treat it like one. You may also discover, as I have, that AI has a sense of humor. I hope this video has been useful. If you have any questions about anything in this video or about AI in general, there are 2 great places to take them. Our Facebook community at facebook.com/groups/wisewired is full of people at the same stage as you. Or you can email me directly at don@wisewired.ai. We also have a free weekly AI briefing with practical AI news and tips focused specifically on the baby boomer community. I would love to have you subscribe at www.wisewired.ai. This video is part of a growing library we are creating about AI on YouTube for people like us. You'll find the rest right here on this channel. If this video was helpful, subscribe so you won't miss what's next. Thank you for watching.